gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you, never gonna make you cry, we're gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell a lie and hurt you.
Hey guys, Heman 10 here, and today we are on the third episode of He-Man's Critique, where I've been putting this off for a little long. We're going to be reviewing Donkey Kong Country 3. Let's see if we can focus on that better. There we go. Sorry about that. So, when I was a lot younger, there seemed to be this whole thing where my dad only had the first and third game instead of first, second, and third. So there was always that gap between the three. And so at some point when I asked for 2, that became my game. But first and third was my dad's games. I never quite understood this one. I honestly thought it was a prequel to the first due to the fact that I thought Kiddy Kong was Donkey Kong, and I couldn't quite get why Diddy had a ponytail or anything until I saw YouTube videos for the second one. I thought this was the second one / a prequel. But back onto it. When I was younger, I did really seem to enjoy this game, but it was always tricky to beat the entire game for my dad and I both, especially for me, because I didn't quite have the experience of going through hard stuff. Now, next thing you know, I get older and it's the second one I struggle on, and the third one I didn't struggle as much on. Struggled, but not as much. So, after going through all the regular levels, all the secret levels, I think I'm ready to tell you guys what I think here. So the game starts with a bit of after Donkey Kong Country 2, Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong decide they're gonna go on vacation, get a little rest and all, and they never come back to their home, and so Dixie decides she's gonna go to their vacation spot to investigate. Next thing you know, nobody there knew the whereabouts of Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong, so Dixie goes on her adventure to save them. So, at the beginning, you're introduced to Wrinkly and then Funky, then you have this new Kong, Kiddy Kong, who Nintendo for some reason tried to claim the game was about, even though the game is titled Dixie Kong's Double Trouble. I don't quite get it. Now, I wouldn't say he's the worst Kong, but he is pretty much Donkey Kong, but worse. Other than the fact that he can roll on water, like flip on the water, except it controls like shit. You know, put it this way, you do the Y button to roll, then you have to press B. As soon as you land on the water, then you gotta keep pressing B, and a lot of times it just does not work. Like in the mosquito race, you'll easily get killed because you try to do that jump and you won't get what you're looking for. As for Dixie Kong, she controls the same, still a badass like usual. Still amazing in the gameplay as normal, so we're going to go into the game in general here. A lot of levels can be very fun to very unique to extremely frustrating. Like there's this green gas level or purple gas level where they just make the controls backwards. I don't know what the hell they were thinking, but they decided, let's make the controls backwards and then make it so it's regular at one point, backwards, regular, backwards, regular. Like, we understand that you had a little thing with K. Rool in the second one, but why in the third one do you make it like a whole level revolved around that? It's pretty damn stupid, if you ask me. I mean, it could have been executed right, but it wasn't. Then there's times where, like in the secret world, you gotta deal with a bunch of off-camera stuff. Now, people complain about, what was it, something sprints. I forgot the name of it. pretty much where you play as Ellie and she gets scared of rats and runs through the whole level. A lot of people complain about off-camera stuff, and though I can agree a lot of it is off-camera, my first 2 attempts at it, I beat it easily. Now, when recording, I can't say the same, but my first 2 attempts, pretty darn good. But oh yeah, Stampede Sprints, that's the name of it. And then as it moves on, you go through this level where it's like silver barrels to TNT barrels, and you keep going. That one was okay, but then it just gets really frustrating with off-camera stuff. Like the Squawks level, you have these bees coming out of nowhere. You have these birds that are like way too close to each other and are coming in way too fast that you can handle. You have another level where you have these chubby motherfuckers playing leapfrog and trying to kill you. Then you have this rocket level that... I'm sorry, I thought the point of these things were to go up. Why am I going down? Why is it that when you hit a bee, you just randomly go up? Why is it when you hit a ground, it explodes? Like, what the... That's why it shouldn't be going down. It shouldn't be going down. Because if it hits the ground, it will explode. So, why put in the game, go down with a rocket, go down with a rocket, make it inverted controls. That thing controls like shit. It's really frustrating. And then, throughout some other levels, you know, the regular levels, they're all fine, except for this one boss where you play as Ellie, and you're pretty much going against this mutated Gary from SpongeBob. And it's really annoying when that thing just keeps spitting out water and pushing you off and pushing you off. Like, it could have been clever, but it's just... I can't bring myself to like that. Other than that, I found it pretty darn fun. Like, making a snowman boss where you have this, like, the little ball throw at the target mini game. That was fun. People say it's a waiting game. I found that one kind of fun. Then you have this underwater on guard level with one of the bigger spike clam things. I don't quite know what they are. That boss was a tiny bit frustrating. And then you have Burpee or whatever his name is, the barrel. That was clever. You have the spider. That was clever. You have Chaos, who was pretty darn fun to play against the first time and the second time. Then you have the K. Rool boss, the best one there, first one anyway. Awesome boss. Now, you think about it, when it comes to the secret world, you literally have to go and get these Donkey Kong coins or DK coins that they're extreme garbage to get. A lot of times you don't even know what the hell is going to happen because of off-camera stuff, or because you just can't get them to move their targets on time. It's very frustrating. Then you have to get all the bonus coins too, and the bonus rooms are a living hell. And at some point, when I finally got sick of it, I finally just said, fuck this shit, and decided I'd go for the cheat codes and just get the coins so I can play the secret world and review this game. That's what took me so long, going through the process of trying to get into the secret world. And I'm telling you, it's a pain in the ass, and I almost wonder if it's worth it. I spent 3 hours of my time on that shit, maybe more, and most of that time was just trying to beat the boss on there in general. And to make matters worse, to get 100%, you had to collect all these banana birds, these little creepy motherfuckers, and it's like, you can't even collect all of them unless you have all of the DK coins, and it makes it so it's like a living hell. Like, they have this crystal memorization game to the point where you wonder, are you playing a mini game that's supposed to be simple and work your mind, or are you playing Bop It up to 1,000? It's like, no, why should I go through this process? Now, we're gonna get into the spoilers real quick, so I'm gonna give you a minute to skip it. Are you seriously here again? We were literally in the second video telling you that there were spoilers. If you don't want your game to get spoiled, you have the chance to skip. So why are you doing it? Why are you still here? Get out of here! He is about to spoil your game. Do you really want him to spoil old school game? Okay, I guess you want him to spoil old school game. Go on, get your game spoiled. Alright, so, after defeating the last world, you get to the K. Rool boss. Well, K. Rool and Chaos. Like, you have to fight Chaos for a final fight. You bop him on the head twice, and then K. Rool comes out. He's mad because you destroyed my wife's belongings. She's gonna kill me. And then he says he would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for the meddling Kongs on an episode of Scooby-Doo. So, next thing you know, you have to fight K. Rool. The boss was pretty darn fun. I mean, I wouldn't put it over the pirate K. Rool boss, but I found it kind of fun. I would have been glad to conclude it in the way that you did. You know, he flies all over the place, bunch of different patterns. That was fun. And he actually made me struggle in that one, mainly due to the fact that it was just simply hard to memorize the patterns. Not because it was a crappy boss, or any crappy controls, or any off-screen stuff. None of that. Simply because it was a decent boss with some great patterns. I enjoyed that. But, after that, you find out that in the robot was Donkey Kong and Diddy the whole freaking time. So you were fighting the people you were looking for. What? Yeah, the stories are garbage, but the games are supposed to be fun, so that's why we play them. Now, then afterwards, you're, challenged, like, well, not quite challenged. You find the secret world after going around these rocks in the ocean about 3, maybe 4 times. Then you go through hell about 7 times for a bunch of different levels. And then you get to K. Rool. Now, when it comes to K. Rool in that one, they're forcing Kiddy Kong on you. Now, you may think I'm exaggerating, but when the hell is Dixie supposed to be throwing the barrel upward? When is it gonna be that you can control it correctly and it hits K. Rool at the exact right time? Nope. It just purposefully screws you up and screws you up and screws you up over and over and over again. And then it forces Kiddy Kong on you because you can actually throw it straight up and actually get it out at the right freaking time. You lose Kiddy Kong, you're pretty much sitting there wasting time for the rest of the boss battle. And it just gets more and more and more frustrating. I spent 3 hours on it just simply trying to beat it. And when I finally beat it, I'm like, thank God. It's finally over. Now, I haven't gotten to the secret ending, but I do know what happens. You can take a look right here. That's it? Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Okay. Now, I might be judging this a little too hard. Wait, no. I'm not judging this too harshly. Why in the fuck, after going through that entire process, after going through Donkey Kong 1, Donkey Kong 2, having great endings for both of them, fake ending in the first one, and then the real ending, and then you have the awesome badass ending, best ending in the retro era, and then you have Donkey Kong 3, after getting all those coins, after getting all the banana birds, after going through all of the painful secret levels, after going through the K. Rool boss that literally forces Kiddy Kong on you, you give us this? This is the end of our trilogy. Are you fucking insane? I'm starting to wonder if this was all Rare or Nintendo just sitting there like, oh, well, you see, one of the characters is a baby, we have a bunch of different themes here. Nothing else makes sense here. We made it really hard. So, why don't we give it a Tiny Toons looking ending? That'll be great. The audience will love that. Kids love cartoons. No. You pretty much pissed off everyone in the Donkey Kong community. That's how it goes with that one. Now, I like this game. I like playing through it normally, but once you get to the secret worlds and go through all that trouble for simply this, that pisses me off. I'm serious. Why is our ending just a bird chasing the final boss around in the water as if it's some sort of, I don't know, Star Trooper scene, and then all of a sudden just drops a giant-ass egg on top of them? Why is that the ending? You go from K. Rool fake dying and then getting back up, and then really getting defeated and Donkey Kong getting his bananas back, to Pirate K. Rool's base getting completely destroyed, to a bird drops an egg on K. Rool in a boat after a very crappy chase scene. Are you kidding me? You see, I wouldn't care about the ending being that way if I didn't have to go through the process of dealing with all the off-camera bullshit, the chubby motherfuckers playing leapfrog and getting you from nowhere, no way to find the pattern and just jump through them, no way to kill them unless you have a fucking spider, and then going through that god damn rocket level. I'm serious. I just can't handle it. It's bullshit. It's complete bullshit that you have to go through all that process. Now, overall, the game's decent if you just want to play through it and have some fun, unless, you know, you get to that Ellie Gary ripoff boss. You know, it can be a very fun game, but just don't go for the secret stuff. It really isn't worth it. I mean, if you want to play Stampede Sprint to enjoy that, you want to play the barrel level, that's one thing, but you want to go through the Squawks level, you want to go through the chubby cave level, you want to go through that rocket level, I mean, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. I'd honestly prefer Animal Antics over this crap. Now, overall, you know, this game, I don't know where it stands in the Donkey Kong franchise. I mean, I wouldn't call it the worst. I wouldn't call it the best. I like the game. I mean, I'm going to be honest. I like the game, just not the secret stuff. You know, because the process of the secret stuff takes 5 extra hours. I had to use cheat codes just to get this far because of how annoying the bonus levels were. You don't go for the secret stuff, you'll love the game. You'll love the game to death. You'll treat it like your best friend unless you're more into Donkey Kong 2 and 1, you know. So, thank you guys for watching the review of Donkey Kong Country 3. Tune in next time to see my review for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtles in Time. I've been playing through this a lot lately, and I am ready to speak my full thoughts about this one. This is Heman 1010, signing off.